This is the story of a man who traveled back in history to explore the evolution of man, went to the future to see what man will become, and explores today to see how we can navigate through the booming technological advancements. His work over the years has posed strong arguments like, why are humans dominating the earth more than other animals? What's the direction of history? Are people happier now than before? And a lot of other questions. But before we go through all these and the work he's doing, let me give you a little background on Yuval Noah Harari. Hey everyone, and welcome to Booked, where we inspire others with inspiring stories. In today's story, we'll go over the story of Yuval Noah Harari and his theories on the history of humans. Born to a Jewish family and raised in Kiryat Ata, Yuval was raised by a father who was an armament engineer and a mother who was an office administrator. Yuval studied scholarly prowess at the age of 3 when he taught himself how to read. Can you imagine what you did at the age of 3? I mean, most kids that age would be playing with toys and still perfecting their reading and speaking abilities, but Yuval was ahead. Imagine the genius of a 3-year-old teaching himself how to read. And by the age of 8, he was enrolled in a special class for children with high intellect at the Leo Baeck Center in Haifa, Israel. Now unstoppable, Yuval deferred his compulsory military service at the Israel Defense Forces to pursue university studies. He loved education so much and wouldn't let anything stop him. He would later not even complete the mandatory military service, as he was exempted from military service due to health conditions. Despite being a product and currently active in the education systems of today, Yuval strongly believes our education systems do not prepare us for the life ahead. One of the reasons being the cramming system of learning that has been passed down to us. In previous generations, it made sense to cram information due to a lack of information. But in the 21st century, where the internet is housing a lot of information, Yuval thinks it made no sense to cram when you can go to the internet at any time to research info. Yuval thinks that the education that suits the current times is the one that empowers people to filter good information from the bad ones and use them to create change. Speaking of education, Yuval enrolled to study history and international relations at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem at the age of 17. He was very excellent during his studies in Jerusalem and was awarded a scholarship by Yad HaNadiv to pursue his PhD at the University of Oxford. The Yad HaNadiv Scholarship is an initiative of the Rothschild Foundation in Israel, advancing various sectors, including education. Thankful to this opportunity, Yuval attended Oxford, where he started consolidating on his passion for human history and its future. Now you know a bit of the background of Yuval, let's go on to unravel his work centered on human evolution. Sit back as we take you through the mysteries propounded by Yuval Noah. The Journey to Fame. Yuval became a known figure majorly because of his book titled Sapiens, but he didn't plan to write this book from the very beginning. It happened by chance. On completing his PhD, Yuval Noah started teaching military and medieval history at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. One day he heard a group of students being curious about the history of humans. They were demanding a class on that subject, but no professors seemed interested in taking up the responsibility. Yuval volunteered to take up that role, and the rest, they say, is history. His narrative of the history of man didn't end in that class section. It was posted online for people to view and later publish on a small scale in Israel. Today, that class lesson on human history has evolved to become a book called Sapiens. Yuval's narrative of human history took the world by storm. Sapiens surveys the entire existence of humans and projects the future evolution of mankind. From the evolution of Homo sapiens, the Stone Age, and the technological revelations of our current times, Sapiens showed a roadmap of humans and where we are going. We'll provide more insights about this book in the book recommendations section of this video, so make sure to watch till the end and grab a copy of this book. Having sold over 1.2 million copies in over 45 languages, the vintage edition of Sapiens has maintained #1 in the non-fiction bestseller category. He's also followed up on the success of Sapiens to publish other beautiful works. While Sapiens focused majorly on the past, his follow-up book called Homo Deus examines the future possibilities of the Homo sapiens. Homo Deus argues that humans will take a bold step to achieve extreme things like immortality, godlike powers, and other extraordinary feats. Gathering a lot of interest, this book sold over 500,000 copies and is seating at the #5 of the best-selling nonfiction category. Yuval also has a current book titled 21 Lessons of the 21st Century. Since Sapiens focused on the past, Homo Deus focused on the future. Yuval thought to write a book that focuses on today and the current happenings of the 21st century. From climate change, politics, artificial intelligence, this book takes a dig at them and tries to analyze their impact. Belief in personal life. Yuval Noah has come out to announce that he is gay. In a world where there are cultural differences, Yuval insists that most of the theories propounded and adopted by mankind are merely human inventions. On an Instagram voice note, Yuval said there are no restrictions to who anyone should like as long as it doesn't bring harm to anybody. Find the link to the Instagram post on the description below. Meanwhile, Yuval got married to his husband, Itzhak Yaviv, at a civil ceremony in Toronto, Canada. Yav also doubles as his manager. Yuval believes being gay has helped him question everything. He advises people to question everything, even though a lot of people agree with it. Most times, a lot of people agreeing to something doesn't make it the right thing. As you can imagine, Yuval holds very controversial opinions, or should I say, have a deeper understanding of human evolution. For instance, he believes that humans are another kind of animal, and the only reason why humans dominate the world more than other animal species is that humans cooperate more than other animals. The instances he gave was that ants and bees can work together in large numbers, but they do so very rigidly, and with close relatives. Wolves and chimpanzees can cooperate, but only with a small number of other individuals that they know. But for the human race, we can not only cooperate in bigger numbers, but also have the ability to quickly associate with total strangers. And for happiness, Yuval thinks we are happier and more powerful than our ancestors, especially with the recent advancements in technology. But he also feels that we've lost a lot in the search for happiness. Yuval thinks modern humans, as we know, are speedily moving towards extinction, and soon a different species of humans with different thought patterns would occupy the Earth. There are so many personal beliefs and lifestyles of Yuval Noah, but before we recommend some books to read and catch up with Yuval, let's mention two other lifestyles he holds very dearly. The first one is that he doesn't own a smartphone. He believes that his attention is one of his biggest assets, and all a smartphone does is try to steal it from him. Secondly, he is a vegan and also meditates 2 hours daily. Books recommendations. I hope you liked the video, but honestly there is a lot more to Yuval Noah that we couldn't cover in this video, but you can still catch up if you read some books. Yuval Noah is a body of knowledge and has passed some of his ideas into books, scholarly articles, and so on. In this section, we'll review a few books he has written and others he recommends. Make sure to grab these books to learn more about his ideologies. Sapiens, A Brief History of Mankind by Yuval Noah Harari. This book holds strong opinions about the evolution of man. It explores what is happening in the world today, the deeper meaning of these activities, and how we can navigate through them. To solve a problem, we need to know its roots. This book takes you back to the medieval ages and examines the kinds of humans that existed then, comparing them with the ones we have around today. From our evolution to the way we think about our future escapades, this book gives a holistic view of Yuval's theory of human evolution. Sold over 1 million copies, you are guaranteed a good read. 21 Lessons for the 21st Century by Yuval Noah Harari. Bill Gates tagged this book a crucial global conversation about how to take on the problems of the 21st century. In the 21 chapters of this book, Yuval explains different lessons to pick from the current advancement of humans. It answers questions and provides insights into how computers and AI is changing humanity. Before now, humans used to do a lot of things, but these days, most of what humans used to do has been replaced by technology. How can we combat fake news? What should be taught in schools? Yuval raises important arguments to help humans think about the current times and devise ways to stay in control of things instead of getting disoriented by the fast rise of technology. Brand New World by Aldous Huxley. This book examines a technologically advanced future where most of our current way of life no longer applies. It also encourages us not to forget the basic essence of our nature as humans. In this masterpiece, in a bid to make more life enjoyable, Aldous attempts to reorient humans about how to go about certain feelings like the fear of death, anger, and so on. Yuval thinks this is the best science fiction book ever to be written. Grab a copy to see for yourself. Enlightenment Now, written by Steven Pinker. This book addresses strong theories like when the world will end. With the rising theories around the destruction of the world, the writer urges us to step back a bit and question a few things. Following data, the writer believes we are getting better by the year. We are living healthier, longer, safer, and so on. She strongly believes that these advancements are not because of unimaginary powers, that science and technology can change our lives for good. Do you agree with some of Yuval's theories? Which of his books have you read?